that down. Let's move on to this, shall we? The SAG Awards. When it comes to acting, it's the second most important award. Obviously, the Oscars are the most, but the second most important award that an actor could possibly get is at the SAGs, the Screen Actor Guild themselves handing out the awards. And while there were a couple of non-surprises, there were also a couple of big surprises. Let's go on and take a look at the results here. Now, their version of Best Picture, which is Best Ensemble by a cast in a motion picture, Conclave took it. By the way, that's like the second or third big win for them in the last week or two. Conclave is suddenly making a push as we're heading towards the Oscars now. It was up against A Complete Unknown, Anora, Emilia Perez, and Wicked, and Conclave ended up taking Best. I'm still kind of hoping that Ralph Fiennes finally gets to give up his title of Best Actor on the Planet without an Oscar. We'll see how that goes. All right, so Conclave took home their version of that. Now, in the Best Actor, throughout award season, we've seen a couple of people winning, but Timothee Chalamet, Willy Wonka Atreides, takes home Best Actor, his first major win this award season, I think, for it. This was a total surprise, beating out Adrian Brody, Daniel Craig, Coleman Domingo, and Ralph Fiennes, the aforementioned Best Actor on the Planet without an Academy Award. And Timothee Chalamet took home Best Thing.
The best part is he did it in character.
And
he's doing Norm Macdonald as Burt Reynolds.
Norm Macdonald as Burt Reynolds. Turd Ferguson.
Yeah,
it's my name. It's funny. Turd Ferguson. If any of you know that reference, kudos to you. All right. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading role. It's kind of coming down to a two-horse race between Mikey Madison from Anora and Demi Moore, and Demi Moore took this one. She took home the SAG. Mikey Madison's been winning a bunch lately. She's been building up a lot of momentum. Chris, what were you mentioning to me earlier off camera about this?
So the past 3 years, the SAG Awards have predicted who's going to win the Oscars, essentially, down to every single category, except last year when Lily Gladstone won at the SAG Awards, and then Emma Stone won at the Oscars. But for the past 3 years, you've been able to just be like, oh yeah, I can kind of cheat off of the SAGs for going over to my little roster for my Oscar parties.
So best performance by male actor in supporting role. This is the one category that may be a lock going into the Oscars. Kieran Culkin for Real Pain. I can't think of a major award this award season that he didn't win this award for. So that sounds like it's kind of be an automatic. Best performance by female actor in a supporting role. Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. I don't like that movie. Her performance is fantastic.
Yeah.
She's really great in it. I can't believe a year ago, I would never imagine myself saying this. I might have cast my vote for Ariana Grande in this for Wicked. I was shocked how good I thought she was in Wicked, but it looks like Zoe Saldana may be the lock for that. Best stunt ensemble went to Fall Guy. No surprising there. Then we got into outstanding performance by a male actor in a TV movie or limited series. A lot of people thought the dude from Baby Reindeer, Richard Gadd, would take it. Colin Farrell for The Penguin takes it again. He's been winning a lot of the awards this year. Fully well-deserved. Well done to Colin Farrell and everybody over at Warner Brothers in DC and The Penguin, bolstering the argument why Penguin should absolutely get a season 2. And Colin Farrell, you've never gotten this much attention in your life, man. Put that 80 pounds of makeup back on. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Kikoff. Man, time flies, doesn't it? 1 minute, you're reminiscing about your last vacation, and the next, you're thinking about major life goals, like buying a car, getting that dream home. But if your credit isn't where it needs to be, those goals can feel out of reach. And that's where Kikoff comes in, the #1 credit building app in the App Store that makes it easy, affordable, and stress-free to build credit fast. And that's exactly why I love Kikoff. They give you a credit line for just building credit, not for spending. Your on-time payments get reported to the 3 major credit bureaus, help helping you improve your credit mix and payment history, two of the biggest factors in credit growth. If your credit is under 600, you could see a jump of about 28 points in your first month. No credit check, no hidden fees, no interest, just smart credit building. Building credit can happen faster than you expect with Kikoff. Don't wait. Get your first month for just $1 at getkikoff.com/Campea. That's Kikoff without the C. Get 80% off at getkikoff.com/Campea. Must sign up via getkickoff.com/Campea to activate offer. Offer applies to new customers first month only, subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions may apply. Point stat based on Equifax Vantage Score 3.0 changes for Kikoff users starting under 600 who made their first on-time payment between January of 2021 and March of 2024. Payment and credit activity outside Kikoff can have an impact on your credit. Individual results may vary. All right. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a television movie. Jessica Gunning from the aforementioned Baby Reindeer. Outstanding performance. This is their version of Best Series. Outstanding performance by an ensemble and drama. Oh, everybody knows Shogun. Of course, Shogun, because it's one of the greatest things ever on television. And then they swept up everything else as well. Best actor in a drama series, Hiroyuki Sanada for Shogun. Best performance by a lead actress, Anna Sawai for Shogun. Cannot wait for Monarch Season 2. And I love this. Outstanding performance by ensemble, basically best comedy series.
I was so happy to see that.
Only Murders in the Building. Of course, you do not see Steve Martin or Martin Short here because they both got COVID at the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary special. Apparently, a whole bunch of people.
The year
got
they
it.
finally win, and the year that Martin Short wins.
Yeah, and Martin Short won Best Actor in a Comedy Series.
So sad
And he
for
couldn't
him.
be there to accept it, beating out Jeremy Allen White, who was the proverbial favorite all the time. Best female actress in a comedy series, no surprise, Jean Smart for
She's
Hacks.
still good.
Mm-hmm.
And best stunt ensemble in a series, Shogun. So that pretty much now draws to a conclusion the award season for Shogun. Like, of course, we got the Oscars coming up. That's not television. Number one, just side as a note, I don't think we have ever had a season, an award season, where one show so completely obliterated the field as Shogun has. Again, it won
But it only has one English guy in it. And he doesn't have the charm of Richard Chamberlain.
Oh my God, don't even get me started on that guy again. So, of course, it set the all-time record for most Emmy wins with 18. Then it swept up at everything else. Critics' Choice, Golden Globes, everything else. Now the SAG Awards, the Emmys, obviously, so Shogun. The most interesting one to me on this, aside from Conclave winning the SAG's version of Best Picture, again, was Timothee Chalamet. I thought he could have won for Dune Part 2, but he won for another movie of his. I mean, between Wonka, Dune Part 2, and now this, I mean, this dude's on a streak, because I thought he was wonderful in Wonka. I loved that movie. He's so good in Dune. He was so good in this. But I don't know, Chris, you pointed out to the fact that SAGs have kind of forecasted the acting categories at the Oscars. Mm-hmm. Timothy hasn't really won any of the major ones up until this point. What does this do to the best actor category at the Oscars now?
This year has been bananas in our best actor, best female actor category. I don't understand who is going to win. I have no idea who's going to win because every single awards has been different. You know, we have Anora winning over here, and then we've got, Sebastian Stan winning for different films that he's done this year. He keeps getting nominated for like one movie or the other. It's wild. It's all over the place. I do think, and this was something Amy Newman brought to my attention, Demi Moore gave such a great Golden Globe speech about how it's been for her career, how she's been perceived, how she's overcome these things. And also the substance falls into that category of stunning women making themselves absolutely grotesque that the Oscars seems to love. So I feel like maybe she's just kind of clinched that win there. But best actor, male actor, is the one that I don't know who is going to take it. I would love for Rafe to get it. I think it'd be well-deserved. I finally watched Conclave. Loved that movie. Oh my gosh. I thought
that movie is so good.
I went into it being like, I don't think I'm going to like this from going to Catholic school and everything. I'm just going to have this knee-jerk, like, stink face on the whole time of like, I don't want to like these people. Loved that movie. All the vaping, what the hell? It was great.
Although I had Chrissy Denisio sitting behind me when I went and saw it.
Oh, really?
It was pretty great for that kind of a movie.
Just a little
Like,
drunk
there'd be,
version
like,
of
those-
me being like, this bullshit.
There'd be like there'd be like those moments of like a mic drop, and all of a sudden I hear behind me like, exactly. I'm like,
Great. I love her.
and then
Wherever
he
you
picks-
are, you're wonderful.
when he picks his name, John, right? He's like, I'll be John. She's like, who?
by the way, it
Why?
really going into the Oscars now. It looks like this is a 3-horse race for Best Actor because you got Ralph Fiennes, Adrian Brody, of course, for The Brutalist, and Timothee Chalamet now whose name was not in the mix until now. So now I have, it's not even a coin toss. It's a try toss.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Rob, were there any big surprises? And out of those 3, who do you think ends up taking the Oscar?
It's a tough one. I think Timothee Chalamet was a surprise, even though he was great.
He killed it in that movie.
I mean, he really killed it in that movie. Look, I just think that I think more people have seen, especially as far as actors go, more people have seen A Complete Unknown than Conclave. More people have actors gravitated to seeing The Brutalist. It's all about who's voting. And the actors branch voting, I would say that as much as Ralph Fiennes, between Schindler's List, Strange Days, and of course The English Patient, became one of my favorite actors. I love Ralph Fiennes.
Didn't even mention Harry Potter.
Yeah, but I know I have a Voldemort action figure. It's fine. But look, man, I'm all about Amalfi's character in English Patient. But I want him to win, like you. I love Ralph Fiennes. I love Ralph Fiennes.
I think you're right. I think it would be his time to win it. Last week I did say that Timothee Chalamet could be the dark horse.
You did.
Of course.
You did.
You knocked me down a peg when you reminded me about The Brutalist, though, with Adrian Brody.
Well, that's the problem. That performance is staggering.
Yeah.
The performance in The Brutalist is staggering, but he's already won one. He won for The Pianist,
That's never deterred the Oscar
I know,
voters
that's
before.
what I'm saying. I'd like to see first-timers get those awards. I'd like to see Ralph Fiennes win.
I would too. I think it could be Chalamet.
I mean, he played Francis Dollarhide in Red Dragon.
All right, guys. The question is for you. What do you think about the SAG Awards? I mean, a couple of really big surprises, some really interesting things. Conclave for them is basically their best picture. Timothee Chalamet wins Best Actor. Couple of no big surprises. Zoe Saldana taking it. Demi Moore taking it. I don't know. Is it going to be Demi or Mickey? It's going to be last year all over again. Which one of the two is going to take it? I don't know. Whatever stood out to you the most, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.